Lykins. So this video is all about mascara and eye application. So stay tuned. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Y'all say hey to my girl Olivia. Make sure that you subscribe, turn your notification bells on so you're notified when a new video is live and uploaded. But I believe that all of y'all are really going to love this because it has been in the high demand of requests. And I'm excited I was able to break that down for you guys. So makeup classes are also available at Blush Belitza for all the local women in Concord, North Carolina, or travel to us. Love you so much. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm ready to get started with you guys. I've had a ton of requests on eyeshadow. So the struggle is real with this. So I want to make sure I'm helping you guys. So you can be with me as I achieve the same eye look that I have on my left side. I'm going to put on my right side. And I'm really going to try to break it down. So when you're doing your makeup, you really feel like you can conquer it. Okay? And not have to watch this video 25,000 times to achieve it, okay? So what you need to have first is concealer. I'm just talking about eyelids, just your eyelids, you guys. I'm not doing brows, not doing mascara, just kidding. Cliffhanger, am doing mascara, just kidding. You know, I like to twist it up a little bit and throw you off and say the wrong thing and then correct myself because it's just what I do. So that's what's gonna happen right now. So I'm going to use my little mirror that's right here in front of me. I'm going to use that as I'm doing my look and kind of get close enough so y'all can check this out and see it. So you want to do a concealer that is one shade lighter than your skin complexion. Why? Because you're going to also use it as a highlighter, okay? So I'm going to take this on. My watch says breathe. Does y'all's watch ever say that? And you're like, what's wrong? Why do I need to breathe? I am breathing. I'm alive. But then I realized it's because I'm just getting worked up. So I'm excited. So it's telling me to breathe. So I'm going to be calm as I do this. Okay, so anyways, take your concealer. I like to just pat mine right through the center. And then I take it like, like a teeny bit under like my natural brow shape, okay? And this is enough concealer for my whole eyelid, and it might be a little bit more than I need, but that's okay because I like to utilize that product. So I'm taking this, and what I'm doing with this brush, this is a cream shadow brush. So I basically take it and I pat it like this on my eyelid, okay? And I kind of pat it enough that I'm getting the tip of it and I'm getting it flat into a nice little point, right? So this is the shape of the brush. Y'all, it's super dirty right now because I just used it for my face. I didn't wash these brushes before I started my other eye because I ain't doing that, honey. So I take it and it's been flattened, right? And then I kind of take it and I do that on my eye if I need to make sure I'm getting close enough. So I basically took that concealer, right? And I wiped where it was, but then I want to get it close right under that brow. Right under that brow here. Do you see how clean that line is? That is how you need this concealer to be. Really clean underneath that brow. Because you're really just creating, and then I kind of scoop up some more concealer from the lid. And then I'm barely taking it, y'all. Little strokes. I'm not doing one huge stroke. And then I take it, right, and I flatten it again on my lid. And I take it and then I'm going right underneath the brow. So the tip of this brush is hitting the tip of the brow line. So I'm not going into the brow line, I'm hitting the tip. So it's really getting a clean edge. It's like when you're shaving, well, for men, not for females. When you're shaving and you're getting that clean line, you're creating that same look, okay? So I have a really clean, crisp line under that brow. So now I just take the rest of that concealer and I'm gonna pat it all around the eye. I'm gonna be really careful. I'm not gonna pull the eyelid. I'm just gonna pat it in, okay? I'm gonna pull it into the nose. I'm gonna pull it out away from the nose. And again, I'm patting. I'm not doing huge strokes. I love to teach you guys to pat. Our eyes are so delicate anyways. So if you're just constantly pulling and tugging and being rough with your eye area, girl, like you're taking years off of your age life for your eyes. So you just really want to be careful and just pat, okay? Pat, pat, pat. All right, so now I'm going to take a good blending brush. The one in my makeup case, yours may look and appear different, maybe black, but this one's pink. It was a limited edition out of the Mary Kay collection, so it won, honey, and it is still in my makeup case because I love it. So I'm going to take this, and the shadows that I'm going to teach you to use is why to use lighter shades, shimmers, no shimmers, anything like that. Shimmers are great. I love a shimmer if you don't have a lot of wrinkles on and around your eye area. If you do, less, more mattes, okay? Because shimmers, they do really pull out more of the imperfections than we may want, right? It's just like you highlighting your face. You don't need to like down yourself in highlighter if you're super wrinkly, because that's all anybody's gonna see. So let's not do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go into a shadow called Blossom. I will link these below so you kind of know what you need to get off my website while you're doing your shopping for your color. Okay, so I'm gonna do Blossom, and y'all can see the Blossom color all on the tip of that brush. Okay, and I'm gonna take it, and again, what am I doing? Patting. Yup, sure am. Pat it underneath the eye. This Blossom has a little bit of a pink tone to it, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with this color. I also am obsessed with a color called Biscotti, but I'm not as in love with it as I am Blossom. Blossom is just, I mean, do you see this? It's a clean, pale pink. Could look almost white, but it's pale pink. Biscotti is like cream tone, you know, like cream, ivory, that, very pretty. But Blossom in my book wins first hand, then Biscotti second. You know what I mean? It's definitely a close second. Okay, so I'm gonna take Blossom, now I'm getting myself confused, right there. Then I'm also gonna take it right in the inner corner. I wanna highlight that inner corner, right? I already have concealer right in that inner corner, so it's really picking up the high pigmentation of this color, which it is a Chroma Fusion color line, which is basically the best of the best on the line. So on the market with eyeshadow, it definitely picks up so much of the pigmentation. So next I'm gonna pull into a color. It's funny that now I say this color, and I wanna make sure, I think it's called Golden Mauve. Yup, Golden Mauve. Okay, so I'm gonna take that in this smudge eyeshadow brush because I wanna smudge it all the way close to my lash line and up on my lid. That's like the eyeball of my lid is where I'm focusing right now. So from low crease, like eyeball bottom, I want to kind of focus in right there. I don't want to pull it all the way in because I need this area to be lightened, so it obviously gives my eye more the appearance that my eye is larger, right? It's opened, it's not closed in. So I'm going to take this Golden Mauve all over that area, but again, I'm not going all the way in. I need this to still be light right through here. I'm not trying to close my eyeball in, right? So we're not trying to go to jail today, ladies. I want to keep that eye out of jail. All right, so now I'm going to go up here, and I'm basically going to act like I'm trying to connect my shadow to my brow, but I'm not. Do not take your eye color up to your eyebrow. I will knock you out. If I see you in public, don't do it. So bad. Stop it here, okay? Now I'm gonna pull it up. Now what I'm gonna do with this accent color, this is more of an accent color that I'm using it for, is I wanna kind of follow my brow shape, right? Do you see how I'm just very easily back and forth, right? And then when I go back and forth heavy on the outside, whatever I pull on the inside fades. It just fades really nice. That's what you wanna do here, boom. And that is really what I'm applying. Okay, right through there. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this brush. You will not see this on my website, but I'm obsessed with this brush. It's a blending brush. This is and was a Mary Kay line of a brush, but now, not no more. So, find you a good brush like this, like it's just good, fluffy. When you get good brushes, grab them, keep them. Okay, so next I'm gonna pull into, good question. What did I do with this third color? I'll tell you. Hold please. I used Hot Fudge, okay? My memory is as great as a 6-month-old. I tell you, some days I just think to myself, I can't remember anything. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to use Hot Fudge, and I'm going to take it right here on the outer corner. Okay, I'm going to pat it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush it. This is the best thing you want to realize. When you are using this brush, this is to blend all these colors together. You want your colors to transition beautifully, where you can't be like, oh, I can see where it stops and starts. You want it to, you just want it to just have a beautiful fade. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to, I feel like I'm using a lot of terminology that a barber would use because barbers were just in here. So why is my head going to like barber stuff? It's so funny, like cutting, fading, tight line. Okay, so anyways, here we go. Boop, boop, boop. So do you see how I'm literally just brushing it back and forth, brushing it back and forth, going in halfway. I stopped. I'm not going into my nose. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't you do it. Back it up. Back it up. Reverse that. Okay? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Do you see how much smoother that looks? Okay? And I just continue to just brush it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it into a color called Dusty Rose. Okay, so Dusty Rose. Now I'm going to do the same thing I just did with it. I'm going to hit it over top of that Hot Fudge. I really feel like I didn't use Hot Fudge over here. I really feel like I used something else. Yeah, so I think I did. But my point is, it's still gorgeous. I think I used, instead of Hot Fudge, I used a deep brown that had a shimmer tone to it. That's what happened. And that's the story. Okay, so anyways, let's do, this is the problem. When you pause and do one eye and then you come back to do the other eye, you forget what colors you did. But anyways, it's still very beautiful. And we'll just see if anybody ever notices tonight, okay, at my event. All right, so now I'm gonna use a little bit of a dip back in my blossom. Okay, I'm going on the inner corner and I'm going right over here. Do you see what I just did? I took blossom on the inner corner because I want to transition the dark to the light, and I want to kind of right where those colors meet, I just want to brush my applicator. And same for underneath my brow. I just want to kind of dust where those colors meet. The dark meets the light is where I want to add a little pressure with this all over brush color that has the blossom in it. And do you see how that just smooths out that transition? Really nice. And again. And again. I keep looking outside because my door's open up at work. Everybody keeps walking by. And I'm like, hey. Okay, so now I just want to brush that here. I don't know, it's actually starting to look just like that other color. It's just gonna take it's just the process until the very end. That's what it is. But do you see how smooth that transition is? So this is also something else. This is a learning curve when you're doing your color, is that you cannot be afraid to put color over color over color. And you can't be afraid to go back with the same color, because you have to layer it up. Just like you layer your clothes, you layer your makeup. You just have to do that, right? So now what I'm gonna do is take this real skinny brush, which this brush is the bomb because it helps you get in really tight places. It's such the bomb, I couldn't hardly find it on my vanity. It's so tiny. This is called an eye smudger brush. Do you see the end of this? You can find this on my website. No, you can't, I'm lying, just kidding. You cannot find this either on my website. Joking. So I'm giving a lot of jokes today. I wanna see if y'all can catch on. I'm gonna quiz you guys. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this color, it's called Crystalline. I took it on that smudger brush and I'm taking it right along the lash line right through there, okay? Right on the lash line, right on the inner corner. I just wanna give a little extra kiss of color right there. That is so pretty, y'all. You can't hardly see that crystalline right there, but I can, and it's beautiful, okay? Take my word for it. All right, something else I want to do real quick. Let's take this tweezer and get a little bit of whatever is chilling right there on my face. Got it. Okay, so now I'm going to do eyeliner. Okay, so this eyeliner pen, you can find this on my website. This is awesome. It's a liquid liner pen, and it's felt tip. It's really nice. So you really just want to have a thicker line towards the outside and make it super skinny thin towards the inside. So it's going to take practice if you're not used to a liner pen doing this, but the reason I love it so much is because you can make it clean. You can really clean that line up and you're not having like a jagged, like, you know what I mean? Take little strokes and you can really clean it up. If you do have a lot of wrinkles around your eyes, I will tell you, you can have a little skid marks happening right there and you go, right? So just be super careful and don't pull your eye. Just really like place your finger on your eye so you're holding it steady as you're doing your shadow. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna take it just like that. You see where it's away from my lash line, but I started up because I want to kind of make it thicker. Because if you start way down low, what you're doing is you're making your eye look lower because you're not kind of bringing that liner in an upward type of small, even if it's a small wing, not a big wing. Small wing, but if you start it too low, you're making your eyes droop. So we want to pull them up. So eyeliner, do y'all see these little strokes? Do you see these baby strokes? Do you see how I'm moving the liner brush to another side? Right? Why do I do that? Because I can get super, do you see how close I am to those lashes? Now I fill in the gap. The gap is from my lashes to that eyeliner that I just did. Now what I'm gonna do, okay, so I filled it in, boom. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that eyeliner and I'm gonna connect here and I'm gonna pull it down and follow that root of my bottom lashes. So I'm gonna let y'all see this. This is very hard to see. And you just are on that root. And there we go. So what do we think about that, ladies? Like it, like it? I love it. Okay, so now I promised y'all the best mascara ever. And hands down, this is the best mascara ever. It is called Lash Intensity. It was in the making for 5 years. And it was from a brand, obviously, Merkay. And it is awesome. So the wand is a dual wand. You see it's flat on this edge, it's longer here, right? Okay, so you want the flat part on the lash line, on those lashes first. Okay, so I'm distributing all the mascara. It doesn't have fiber, so it's not gonna flake. Distributing that mascara. Distributing that mascara. Now I'm gonna twist the wand and I'm gonna do the long mascara bristles through the lashes. Oops, you see that mistake I just made? Look at that mascara. Bam, it's the bomb. Okay. So now I'm gonna clean up that. And I'm gonna take that little brush. Where'd that little mascara, that eyeshadow brush go? So I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness. What in the heck? Oh my gosh, I just did it fall on the ground? This is what happens every time I do my makeup. Oh well, I'll take this brush. Every time I do my makeup. So I'm taking that cream eyeshadow brush, did the same thing. I literally lose things that are like right in front of my face. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little bit more. I'm gonna distribute the mascara. And then pull it through. And I'm gonna do a little bit more on my other side. Distribute that mascara. Pull it through. I love this mascara. 18 bucks. Best mascara. But I always do the ultimate on my bottom lashes. And then we don't have to worry about it because the lash intensity will smudge on your lower lashes. So that's just my experience. So these are the two mascaras that I love.